concept of this product is that we're trying to come up with a solution, but before we could do that, we have to identify a problem.
We came up with many problems as shown to you right there, but they all already had solutions, all except for one.
Which was the note taker that we produced.
So why would you think that this is a problem? Well, there are many sources that say that this is a problem, such as
we did a survey like around Snow Hill and Houston County, and we found out a lot of statistics, like 58% of people absolutely hate when you can't take notes and write at the same time. And we found out that 53% of the people don't like sticky notes like being everywhere and notes being ruined.
We thought this was a problem because we looked online and we found many sources that said that this was a problem. A lot of people had many different problems that relate to this, such as highlighting in your book but not wanting to damage it.
And there was we went on the internet, we found a lot of problems where people do not like to take notes. Like if you have a book and you don't want to write in your book, so we were trying to make a product that would fix that.
After many research, we found out existing products that are similar to this one.
We used the most product that we really liked was the sheet overlay, which is like a transparent paper that you would stick in your book and you could write over top of it, so you could take notes and you could also stick it anywhere. But the other two were just like bookmarks or like sticky notes. They were transparent, and the note transmitter was just the same thing as a sticky overlay, just to take notes with.
After many hours, we each came up with 3 sketches. So my best sketch was the last one. It was a prototype that included tin and a transparent sheet. It would be connected on 3 sides with an adhesive, and you could slip your page in as like a sleeve and just write on the transparent paper and just replace this whenever.
And my best sketch was the last one also, and it was actually like a border of transparent paper that you'll be able to write notes around your script or your book, and it would just stick on there, and you'll be able to take it off and just put it on the book for later use.
Alright, and for construction we use many materials such as...
we use a light wedge. We use the light of a light wedge. A light wedge is like a reading helper that you will be able to see in the dark. And we use something called a 3-note hole puncher, which you can see right here. And you'll be able to hole punch the paper. So you would take the paper out and you could clip it on, and you could you'll be able to keep the paper inside.
During construction, we came up with a lot of problems, and we actually came up with a lot of solutions as well. One of the problems we had was that one of the wires came off, and so we kind of freaked out at first because we didn't know what to do. But then we looked back and we remembered soldering in 11th grade in digital electronics. And so we just soldered it back together and it lit up again. Another thing we learned is how to cut plexiglass, which is what we use as the backing for a durable surface to write on. We learned how to cut that through scoring, and it was actually pretty fun. And we finally made our prototype after many hair-pulling days.
Our product is, she will show you the product, and what it does, it can do everything that we wanted it to do. So what the point of it really is it's a note-taking helper. What you would do is you would put your book inside of this, and you would slip a paper inside of it, and you'll be able to write on it. So it also lights up also. So you'll be able to also, there's like a piece of sticky that you'll be able to take off, and you could place it in another book for future reference. And you would just replace each sticky sheet. And you could also leave it, you could also use it at nighttime because it also lights up.
So right here you can see that if you just press this button, it could light up. Dim lighting so that you won't bother your your notebook or something like that. And it also hole punches, so you could just place it in your binder.
We used testing about what utensils we should use because on transparent sheet you couldn't write like with a pencil on a transparent sheet. So we picked between a permanent marker or something called a grease pencil. And we decided to use the grease pencil because when we did testing, the permanent marker, when you would write, it would like smear over a few days. So the grease pencil worked, and we decided to use that. And we also tested if it would be able to light up with the light lights, which it did light up.
So this product is a great organizing tool that can do multiple things, clearly. Our target market, we said, was upper high school classmen because they take the most notes, as well as college students.
And we decided about the price would be $19.99, but the whole product that we used was $15. We just chose $19.99 just to make a profit out of it.
All in all, this product has many features, and it's only $19.99. So you could now write in your book without damaging it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the note taker.
Any questions?
We'd just especially like to thank Ms. Santee, Mr. Gooding, and Mrs. Harlan for helping us throughout this whole project. We wouldn't be here without them. And thank you to everyone for your time.
I really appreciate that you two worked together for the same goal, but worked on independent design tracks along from the beginning, and then chose a single design at the end. Same questions I've asked other people. If you had 6 more months, what would you do different, or how would you change, or what would you use as a goal for this product?
I think that we would improve, we would make the lighting better than it was because it's a little dim. So, so you'd be able to see it, really good at night. I think we would improve the light, and I also think we would improve the cover of it, to make it more appealing to other customers.
Yeah, honestly, I think the cover needs a little more help to it. That's what I would improve if we had more time.
I was kind of curious about how you intended to store your sheets over time, and whether there's any protection for that on deterioration over a period of time.
The plexiglass comes with the whole product. It's just the transparent sheets that you can buy separately,
So it would come as a whole, except the transparent sheets.
which is really cheap to buy nowadays.
So you do envision if somebody buys it for $19.99, they would get grease pencil and a certain number of transparency sheets with it to start out with. And what do you feel your production risk is going to be? I mean, to get it to market, is it going to be getting somebody to put all the pieces and parts together? Is it going to be the electronics part of the lighting itself, which I assume is battery?
Yeah, I think it would be the lighting kind of.
I feel like lighting would be the difficult part.
Right.
The circuit's actually really, really fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as to how the wires just came off
Yeah.
by us.
If you drop it, it would probably break.
Yeah.
You don't think the high school kids and college kids will be taking very good care?
Yeah.
That's a very good point. The durability is going to, yeah, absolutely. Very good.
So you would just, so this is like a page in your book. You would just place this right here. And of course this is going to have words on it and stuff. You could just annotate on here instead of using a bunch of sticky notes and highlighters and ruining your book. You could just write on here. And then you could take this off, place it in your book, take the covering off of the back of the head pieces,
So our product is crisp money. And many of you may be wondering, what exactly is crisp money? Well, so that we first must show you what we did.
When you look at these two bills, what is the one thing you notice about them? What's the one difference? So this one's a lot newer. So this one is less in quality, correct? Now, which one do you think would be more problematic in the future? Say 5 years from now? The crisp one or the not so crisp one? This one. And that's exactly what the problem they're trying to solve. Now, first, before we divulge into that, we'd first like to introduce ourselves. I am Nick Johnson. I am enlisted in the United States Navy and will be under the nuclear engineering program.
My name is Schofield. I majored in electrical engineering. And I'm accepted at Salisbury University.
My name is Jake Blazrain, and I'm planning on studying computer science from Towson University.
From the start, we basically knew what we wanted to do with this product. While we did do our due diligence and deciding if there's anything else we wanted to do, this was basically what we kept in mind.